Hello, chat. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Sana hindi lag because I'm having a hard time opening some tabs here.
The Philippines just hit 1.
Yeah, see? I am laggy. Shit is laggy on my end. Oh, okay. Kaya pala. The reason why it's laggy is because the tabs that are loading, hindi ko pa rin nagawa ng tama. What's up, Biels, JR, Romeo, June? And let me load these tabs one at a time again. At least, hindi na siya magiging laggy. Yon, mas smooth na. Just had to reload everything, chat. The Philippines. Mag-live na rin tayo dito sa TikTok.
Kailan sinabi ni Risa Ontiveros na ibaba yung games? Ha? Saan? Bigyan niyo ako ng article. Bigyan niyo ako ng statement.
Pause.
Nasaan? Let me be perfectly clear, ha? I disagree with...
Pause, bro.
Kailan sinabi ni Risa Ontiveros na ibaba yung games? Ha? Saan?
Why
Bigyan niyo ako
can't
ng
I
article.
pause
Bigyan
this,
niyo ako ng...
bro? There.
The Philippines just...
Pause. Pause. Lahat ng to kailangan natin i-pause. Yup, I like this video in particular because it caught me off guard. Okay, I think we're good. What's up, P2T? Patuti? Patuti. What's up? Welcome to the stream. How are you, Patuti? Who's your main? Feeling ko, Patuti, you have a main account. Hey, MJ, how are you? Long time no see. Oh my god. We have auto-translate. What the hell? Chat, may auto-translate yung ano natin. Naka-on yung auto-translate. How do I turn this off? How do I turn off auto-translate? How do I turn off auto-translate? Life is lifing. Well, I'm happy you're here today, MJ. How do I turn off auto... I can only turn off auto-translate. I know kapag live na... kapag live, di na yata magagawa yun eh. Let me see if I could fix it here. Ah, there you go. Live chat. Translation disabled. There you go. Yan. Okay, should be better now. Is this landscape live in YouTube? What do you mean? Yeah. What do you mean by is this landscape live in YouTube? Yeah. We're live. Is this... Kay Gabe? He's definitely not everybody's cup of tea. But when he makes a point, he does make a point. Same with I'd like to say it's the same for Angriest Doc. Si Angriest Doc ganun din eh. Not everybody's cup of tea, but when Angriest Doc makes a point, he does make a good point. Perhaps. StreamYard? I don't go live on StreamYard. I use OBS. Patuti, umamin ka na. Who's your main? Ngayon ko lang nakita yung account na to dito. Who are ya? And I appreciate that you're also here on Twitch, but I feel like you have a main. Basica Biels. Okay. What do you mean by this, Romeo? Bakit na all podcast? What you mean by that? No, I haven't. I didn't watch Senate hearing a while ago. Actually, ang dami nating fun na pwedeng pag-usapan today dahil medyo seryoso yung mga napag-usapan natin the past few days. What? Restricted kagad tayo sa TikTok? Di pa nagsisimula yung stream, restricted na tayo sa TikTok. Yo! Why, bro? Why? We can dig deep into that later. I'm sure the comments are gonna be polarized. I'm sure in the comment section ni Gabe Pineda, may mga comments dyan that will call him out. There will be comments that agree with him. And I feel like in the same way, with MJ not agreeing with Gabe, we're gonna... There's a learning opportunity here, that's for sure. That's what we're after naman din eh. Learning opportunity, chat. Yung problema ko kasi sa TikTok bills, the nature of our content does not generate gifts. That makes sense? Madalas kasi yung nakaka-generate ng gifts on TikTok. I mean, let's be real. Yung mga kumakanta, yung mga may talent, because it naturally signals when to drop gifts. Pag kumakanta ka, 'di ba? Pag gusto mo ng song request, dali lang magbagsak ka ng gift. Kapag bumibirit ka na, yeah, let's go, bagsak din ng gift. That's one, yung mga may talent, and the other one is of course yung yung mga pa-cute. And I have nothing against that. I feel like that's entertainment for a lot of people. But because yun na nga, we don't really generate a lot of gifts in that way, walang TikTok manager that would like to keep me on. I used to be managed by a TikTok manager, but I don't meet their numbers. I don't meet their what's that, quotas. And then I think after like 1 year of being with that manager, I made it through a lot of cutoffs, but finally tinanggal na rin ako from that GC. Kailangan talaga kumukuta. Naka-creator profile yung TikTok ko. No. I think naka-business yata yung TikTok ko. Let me check right now what my TikTok is on. Settings. Saan nakikita yun? Saan nakikita yun? Anong klaseng account? Account. I think naka-creator to. I think naka-creator account naman to. Kaya ko magpa-cute? I don't know. Gusto ko bang magpa-cute? I don't think so. To be honest, parang masyado na akong matanda para dun. Yeah, may KPI din pala. May KPI din talaga dapat. Hey, what's up, Uwu? Is it account? Creator profile? Creator profile, business profile, TikTok, how? Go to your profile, tap on the menu, go to settings and privacy. Settings and privacy. Select settings and privacy. Where is that? I don't have that, chat. Where is settings for privacy? Parang wala akong ganun. Baka account lang. Wala akong settings in privacy. Oh, there you go. Tap account. Switch to business or creator account. Where do you see that? Account information? Verification? Get a verification badge. Business verification. Build trust on TikTok. Parang wala akong ganun. Yeah, I don't have that, chat. This is all I can see from my end. Account info, password, passkey, verification, business verification. I feel like I'm a creator profile. Account info. Wala eh. Walang nakalagay oh. Oh no, I think business account. No, I think I'm a creator account. I have access to a lot of controls that I feel are catered for creators. Yeah, I know for a fact I'm not using a business profile because that's gonna limit me pagdating sa music. I remember. I just don't know where it is. Download your data, deactivate or delete account. Yeah, I don't know, chat. I don't know. I don't know where here. Yes. Speaking of, magbabayad na naman ng tax this month. 2551Q, chat. Don't forget. July 25, magbabayad tayo ng tax, okay? Don't forget, that is the due date. 2551Q. Oh my God, man. More taxes. More and more all the time. Every quarter. Dagdag mo pa na doble-doble. Yeah, but I don't know how to change that setting. But I definitely think that I am a creator account. Because I have like TikTok studio and all that. But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. My KPIs suck because again, hindi tayo masyadong nakakuha ng views on TikTok. Besides, we get restricted like all the time. The 5 minutes. Ngayon nga, di ba, record. Wala pang 1 minute na restrict na tayo sa TikTok. What's up, Justin's boy? Justin is boy. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So we have this, chat. We have this to start off the stream with. Boom. We have this to start off the week with. A lot of you, chat, put in some entries over here. Basically, these are the New Year's resolutions we all promised we would do at the beginning of the year. We all wrote it in January 6. And as of last night, dumating na siya. And you all wrote it. Okay? It's not just me. Kayo rin. So dumating na siya today. Sometime this month, abangan nyo na lang yung stream schedule, which I owe you. We're also going to be doing a email to the future para naman for our end year goals. Okay? So, just to keep some accountability in here, just so you and I can remind each other na, okay, may kailangan pa pala tayong gawin. The work isn't finished. We haven't even begun. Kailangan na andito na tayo at this point. You know what I mean? So, this is very, very important. Let's wait for more people to come into the stream, and then let's begin reading this. Yo, what's up, SC? YouTube partnership program. Oh, we're a partner. We're a YouTube partner. We've been partnered with YouTube since 2023. We're okay on YouTube. But again, the best way to earn talaga on YouTube, I mean, for a creator of my scale, is really memberships. We don't earn much, chat. We don't earn much when it comes to live streams. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Videos don't earn a lot based on just AdSense. It takes thousands of views for any of these to become substantial. So memberships are really, really great. Memberships are great, and you staying here is great. I just like streaming. Yeah. I think on Instagram naka-creator profile din tayo. So, okay naman na. As far as settings go, we're okay. What I'm not so sure of is our Twitch. I don't know how to. I don't know if the settings on Twitch are correct. I kind of need somebody who streams on Twitch na Filipino to come check out my settings. Yeah, speaking of chat, have I ever talked about clipping incentives? I think I have, right? Our clipping incentive, chat, is if you clip the stream and the clip hits at least 10,000 views, 500 pesos. That's it. I've raised the bar. So every time that happens, every time you clip something, you can create a burner account. You can create any page for it, a clipping page. That is 300 pesos if it hits 10K. Ngayon, 500 pesos if it hits 10K. What's WAP clipping? Kaya Romeo, I think it's also I think it is also a, how do I put this? It's also a learning experience to know how to clip, what to clip. What's WAP clipping? WAP clipping? There you go, chat. This one is more of kumbaga may middleman na dito. In WAP clips, we have full guides and training on how to go viral and start making money. WAP is your... Is this the same as yung in-established ni Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast clipping business. Viro. Kanya yung Viro. Yeah. Yeah. Clipping is an art, chat. It's an art form for sure. You have to know exactly when to clip and how to clip and how to the twist to it. If you want it to look a certain way, there's storytelling in clipping also. Sometimes clips just show themselves. Yeah. Hey, to be fair, my rate is higher is equal to Mr. Beast's. Except yung kay Mr. Beast, nag-i-increase yung bayad as the views increase. Minus a flat rate, chat. Rage bait content. I mean, that always works. I mean, it sucks to admit, but hitting emotional strings is one of the easiest ways to generate views. And then you just kind of have to taper everything out in the storytelling to round off the rough edges that you began the video with. Make sense? So hook them emotionally sometimes, and questionably it's the hooks vary. Sometimes the hooks are rage baity or baity just in general. And then hopefully by the end of the clip, the viewer gets to experience some kind of catharsis or realization that kind of levels out that initial rage bait factor or shock factor sa simula. Josh Rill! Long time no see, Josh Rill. Okay, let's go through a couple of these first before we go through the email. But I just want to look at the names who are here para alam natin kung sino yung mga abangan natin. Of course, myself, Levi, Louie, AIDS, Romeo, Office Ninja, Jolly Potdog, Ranzo, Biels, MJ, Riza, Christian, SWG, OJ, SC. Yo! I think we can begin. A lot of the people I've mentioned are already in the stream. LJ. Pero the problem with Charity Corn Romeo is that there's no smoothening of the edges. Yun yung problem for me, Romeo. There's no fix in the end. It's just pure baity. Like it's ano lang talaga. It's sensationalized. Walang lesson, walang takeaway to be learned. Yun yung frustrations ko with Charity Corn. Buti sana kung may takeaway in the end. But most of the time with Charity Corn, what ends up happening is it sensationalizes poverty, and it only makes the hero look good. As if, messiah siya. Like, savior na, thank God, andito tong creator na to, because if not for this creator, ano nang mangyayari? Like, that's what Charity Corn is. I don't like it. Yeah, all about the views. What's up, Yel? There's a Valo ad. Let's go. No, hindi pa. Okay, you wanna do this, chat? Okay, so earlier this year, we all wrote a letter to ourselves to keep ourselves accountable. These are New Year's resolutions that begin with this 2026, I will. Now, a lot of you gave your entries, and today, half of the year has officially gone past us. Okay, July 1 marks 50% of 2026. So that being said, today, we actually 2 days ago, I received that email that we all wrote to ourselves 6 months ago. So it's an accountability check to see where we're at now, how we're doing with our goals for 2026, and if in case hindi pa natin nagagawa yung goals natin, well, this is a reminder to show up and chase that goal. Because sometimes the plans change, but the goals shouldn't. That's a fact. Okay, let's go. So I did say that I will reprioritize working out 4 times a week. So here's the thing, chat. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. I have been working out at least because sometimes I can work out 4 times a week. Okay, pwede akong mag-workout 4 times a week, but those 4 workouts are parang half-assed. Nagmamadali, or I don't push myself. Before, it came naturally to me. Like workouts come first, and I push myself to the limit, train like a beast. Yung ganyang klaseng mindset, bugbog yung katawan each time, but it also feels good. But yeah, the reason why I ended up writing this in January is because I've noticed the intensities of my workouts have been getting less and less. And parang siya, it's also taking a toll on me. Now, I've tried to ramp it up again, but the thing is, life is lifing, tulad ng sabi ni MJ. But that's not an excuse, because now that there's more science emerging pagdating sa working out, chat, it really is true. The more you beat your body up in the gym, and of course, it should come with corresponding recovery, the more your body will pay you in dividends as you age. So, the way I want to think about it is, nasa gym na tayo eh. Why are we gonna half-ass it? Nasa gym na tayo, why don't we go hard? So, I try to do that, but the thing is, I'm still so shitty with my time management that I'm not able to do it all the time. So, I've been hitting the gym. Let's say I hit the gym 4 times a week, pero nagmamadali lahat, or it's a half workout. So, it only really counts as 2. So, as far as that goes with how much I would say I work out in a week, at least nakaka-2 ako. If we add both the shitty and good workouts, shitty workouts being 0.5 and a good workout counting as 1, at least nakaka-2 naman ako per week. But that ain't enough. Okay? That ain't enough, bro. We all have to work out, chat, okay? And working out doesn't always have to have an end goal of looking good. Matanda na tayong lahat. Well, just me maybe. At this point in my life, the goal of working out is no longer to look good. That's, of course, a really, really good bonus to have. But the vision has to be bigger. Kailangan pag nag-workout, the goal is to live longer. The goal is now longevity. And I have to keep that in mind. So that's my learning experience that I want to share with you. And I think that's what's gonna keep me going. I know 4 times a week is cool. Kaya ko yung 4 times a week eh. I mean, let's put it this way. Kaya ko nga mag-doom scroll ng 2 oras sa isang araw eh. Right? That's the ultimate. I think that's the ultimate litmus test for everybody in the stream right now. If you can doom scroll for X hours a day, why can't you set your mind to doing what you actually want to do? I mean, mag-workout ka ng 2 hours or mag-doom scroll ka ng 2 hours? We already know how shitty doom scrolling can make us feel, and yet me, I'm addicted to it. I doom scroll 2 hours a day. Apart from the stream kung saan we're already looking into pop culture and all of those things. So, I feel like it makes me feel bad that I'm misprioritizing workouts, which I could easily do, get more sleep in, for doom scrolling. So I think that's a good test for everybody, okay? Good test yun for everybody. If you're doom scrolling, if the amount of time you need to allot into a goal is allotted into doom scrolling instead, we should recheck our priorities. Right? And unfortunately, pagdating doon, talong-talo ako. Again, if you can doom scroll for 2 hours, why can't you allot that time for working out instead? It's tough. It's tough. Of course, doom scrolling is so easy. We get a hit of that dopamine. All we got to do is scroll one TikTok after another. But also something really cool that is a good check kung nagdo-doom scroll ka ba or are you intentionally consuming. Maybe you can ask yourself this next time, chat. Okay, doom scroll, or scroll. Do you even remember the TikTok that you watched before the TikTok you're currently watching? In fact, answer me right now, chat. Do you remember the last TikTok that you've seen? I'm sure we've all touched our phones today, and I'm sure we've all, swiped through, scrolled a little bit. Whether it's IG Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or Facebook Reels. Do you remember the last TikTok that you've seen today? The last short form video? Pangit, no? We're all addicted to our phones, chat. I know, yun na nga di ba? It's so easy, I would feel, to say that I'm guilty. I'm very guilty of these bills, and it may be something that I'm guilty of. Pero ikaw, this may be something that makes you genuinely feel happy. But I actually think that I make excuses all the time to doom scroll. Oh, ito yung nature ng ginagawa ko sa stream. I have to be in touch with pop culture. Kailangan updated ako sa trends. Kailangan alam ko tong lahat. And besides, doom scrolling makes me happy. But at the same time, does it really? Right? Like there's definitely, it definitely does to a certain extent. Right? It definitely makes me happy. Definitely allows me to do my work better. But at the same time, I gotta qualify that a little bit more, because I could easily say that, okay, if I doom scroll for 4 hours instead of 2 a day, then that should mean that I get to know more about my work, right? Kasi bilang creator, I get to indulge sa mga trends na to, sa mga kailangan kong that I have to keep up with. But doesn't make sense anymore, 'di ba? I mean, it should scale accordingly, or it should grow linearly. Na the more time I spend, the more I'll be a better creator. But that's not always the case. So we gotta find that point na nagiging diminishing returns na siya. So ayun lang. I mean, this is not supposed to be some kind of greater than thou or preachy moment. If anything, I'm showing you how shitty I am with my own goals because of the way doom scrolling has fucked up my daily routine. And I'm telling you, Chad, itong 4 times a week na workout, kayang-kaya to eh. And if I look back, really, itong 4 times a week na workout, na magandang workout, it was during a time when doom scrolling didn't take over my life. And just thinking about that for a sec, man, I do have to really put in the work, 'di ba? I don't hate working out. I don't hate working out at all. In fact, hey Chuck, even up until today, I want to be perfectly honest with you. I've never done a workout that I regretted. Okay? I've never ever done a workout na regret ko. So, I don't hate working out. I actually don't. I hate missing workouts. But for some reason, I just can't get myself, man, to doing it. What's up, Andrea? Is it just me or mas malaki braso mo ngayon? I just came from the gym, that's why. Ironically, leg day ang ginawa ko today. But I also finished an entire bulalo na ready to eat, which has like 4,000 milligrams of sodium. So that can explain kung bakit medyo bloated yung arms natin. Sodium helps, by the way, when it comes to vascularity, how big the arms are, how big, how full your muscles look. Nakakatulong ang sodium. Yeah, doom scrolling really is a work hazard. Funny that you put it that way. New sauce? You mean sodium? Oh, use it sparingly, ah. You have to drink as much water when you consume that much sodium. Actually, alam mo ba, MJ, may TikToker na gumagawa nun? There's literally a TikToker or creator na ang trip niya is to work out just one arm. Did you know that? Creator who works out only one arm. It's crazy, chat. Check it out. Like I have to give it to this creator because the dedication to doing this, insane. Look at that, chat. Only working out his left trap. The dedication, right? Like, you could argue that it's unhealthy, it messes you up, and it will create a lot of muscle imbalance, gonna injure you in the long run. But it is crazy how dedicated this guy is. Like, that in itself deserves recognition. Crazy, right? Here.
Why does this guy only train one arm? You might think that he is training.
I think this guy is has a congenital issue. I don't think he's only training one arm for the content, unlike the other guy. Look at this one. Look at this, chat. Sobrang intense nito.
This guy is
Yeah, bruh. Look at that.
purposely ruining his looks by training only one side of his body. But why is he even doing this? At first, you might think his right arm is paralyzed, and that's why he's only training the left side. But the real reason behind it is much more meaningful to him, because after he went viral all over social media, he felt the need to clear things up. So he posted this.
People no longer question when I park in the handicapped parking spot. You know, little kids point at me at the grocery store, but in terms of like pain, zero.
But this is why you shouldn't
Yeah.
believe everything you see online. Because when this guy was preparing to hit a new deadlift PR of 1,000 kilos, people in the comments started getting skeptical and calling him a liar. And you might think the weights are fake, but you're wrong, as he's actually about
What's
to lift
happening
the
here?
1,000 kilos with no tricks involved. You can even see him hyping himself up and preparing to destroy.
Anyway, the guy doing the one-arm thing also began doing the bone smashing on only one side of his face. It's crazy. Like, definitely hazardous, not recommended for people. Nah, nothing like that, MJ. How many gallons? I strive for 1 gallon a day, SC. Yeah, clavicular. But that's clavicular's doings. I'm talking about this same guy who trains one side of his body only, began bone smashing only one side of his body. No, ginaya with the bone smashing, but again, only one side of the face. Yo, what's up, Maria? Which white boy, SWG? Okay, let's go back here. Alright, so wala pa si Levy dito. So let's just call out Levy when Levy comes in, if he does. But Levy's goal for 2026, sabi niya, sub 30 minutes na 5K, motorcycle, and better job. Well, we did hear from Levy last night. Sabi ni Levy, he's looking to getting his motorcycle by next month, August. So let's see about that. Better job. I think Levy reported last night, kind of with positive news, saying na the job that he has now is only part-time but pays 80% of the rate of his previous job. So that opens up opportunities for him. Louis Angelo Reyes, I'm not sure if you're here. AIDS, not here. Romeo, kamusta ka? Kamusta ka, Romeo? Bawi ang health. Romeo, you gotta report. Office Ninja, I know you're here. I saw your name earlier. Office Ninja, will show my face na sa podcast and get that sub 30 in 5K. Office Ninja, I know you're somewhere. I know you're somewhere here. If you could hear this message, please let us know. Half of the year has already passed. Kamusta ang ating goal? Kamusta ang pagpapakita sa podcast? And kamusta ang pagtatakbo mo? Jolly Potdog, I'm not sure if you're here. Okay. Ranzo, I'm also not sure if you're here. Biels, you are here. Biels, kamusta? Hey, B-Rose, yeah, I do. I work out in my building's gym, but I feel so frustrated that I can't go to AF. I like going to Anytime Fitness. Jolly Potdog, there you go. Okay, Jolly Potdog. This 2026 is all about the transformation. Sticking to my calorie deficit, building the physique I've always wanted, and prioritizing my health above else. Okay, I like it. I like it, chat. W's for TJ here. WTJ, aka Jolly Potdog. Kasi cal deficit siya. Nakakapag-gym siya. And so far, many changes. Okay. W's in the chat for Jolly Potdog. Keeping up with that goal. Si Bills naman, naku po. Ominous ang sinabi. I invoke my right against self-incrimination, bigla ang hirit. Hindi pa natin nababasa yung kanyang New Year's resolution. Ito na kaagad ang sinabi niya. But let's see what Bills here has. Sana matuloy na ang health transformation since 2020. More money to come. Hope to travel far locally and non-local. This 2026, we will thrive. Bills. These are a lot of goals. Tell me it's at least a work in progress. Come on, Bills. You gave 3 goals here. Health transformation, more money, and traveling. Hindi pa lamp. Haven't talked about that yet. We will though in today's stream. Come on, Bills. Give us something here. MJ, you're next. Resolution ko, back to old body. Di man mabalik abs ko, at least mamayat. Nako po. MJ. Kamusta ka naman, MJ? And then we have Riza here as well. By the way, Riza and Romeo are cousins. So si Riza dito, I don't know Romeo kung in contact ka pa kay Riza. Pero sabi ni Riza, Sana raw makatungtong siya ng second year this 2026. Quiet na lang si MJ. No comment. Have I tried Kinetics or BFit? I used to belong to Carry Sports but prefer Rockwell Club. I've tried Kinetics, Andrea. I think I was a member for a month sa Kinetics Techno Hub in QC all the way back then, but I haven't tried Kinetics in a long time. Okay, mga no comment. Biels, okay, good to know, Biels. At least you are thriving. We'll check up on you at the end of the year, Biels. Christian, wala si Christian dito. SWG, you're next. SWG, reading goal is 60 books. Also try a new genre like historical fiction. Continue to try to be kinder to myself to hopefully meet Adam this year. SWG, what is the status report? This is the accountability check. Nasa July na tayo. SWG, are you at 30 books? Have you tried a new genre? Where we at, SWG? Boards? Nagbo-boards siya, Romeo? Alright, SWG seems to be AFK right now. So we'll go to OJ. OJ, are you here? Gets. Improved decision making for my sanity. Kuya OJ, where we at? Train harder for the 42K. OJ, where we at? Volleyball league, better financial plannings and habits. OJ, where we at? Ito mga tawagin natin to pag nagpakita maya-maya. Now we have SC. SC, brother, I know you're here. SC, how are we with forgetting about her? Does she still linger in your heart? She's still living rent-free in your head? Matutuwa ba tayo kay SC chat? Because from the past girl, kapatid ng past girl yung pinuntahan ni SC. And then after yung kapatid ng past girl, sisters mutual naman. Come on, SC. What's happening here? And what college are you going to, SC? Have you decided which college you're going to? No, but is that a W? I guess you're young, SC. I guess you're young, so that's still a W. At least you're exploring and you're learning as you explore. So, WSC. The goal, after all, is to forget about her. So, in your case, I suppose the means do justify the end. LJ. Ang sabi mo dito, double up my savings, drink more water, and finish my to watch backlog. LJ, where we at? Yellow ka ever. A lot of Benny fam is into running. 2 out of 3. Which one is the missing one? Naka-LJ na tayo. Alin dito LJ? Yeah, si SCDS DLSU. Oh, nice. Eurus runs. Yeah, there's actually a Benifam channel here. We have a Benifam channel in the Discord just for running. Actually, it's called the Sports Club. So go check it out, Yuris. Mahilig tumakbo. Yan si Paul. I think Paul is in the stream right now. Yan si Paul, Ironman yan, Yuris. So if there's anybody here who knows how to do these sports, it would be Paul as our resident triathlete. And I think Paul also does Spartan Race, and multiple OCRs. So, yeah. Got an Iron Man right here, Yuris. Yep. Yan, pag nagpakita si Paul. Okay, so drink more water and finish the backlog. Okay. Would I do high rocks? Andrea, I'm down for that. Join our Discord. Sali ka sa Discord namin, Andrea. Go to our Discord. It's bit.ly/joinbenifam. And then join the sport. Chime in on the Sports Club channel. Here you go, chat. Check it out. See? Go to the Sports Club channel and just drop whatever it is you want to drop there. I'd do high rocks, but not para karirin, just for the experience, I would say. Wow, Loka Ever ultra marathoner. That's insane. Okay, so LJ, 2 out of 3. I mean, it's not like we should have accomplished our goals by now, right, chat? Diba? Dito, it's only half the year. It's more of an accountability check. And where we're at now, at least if you've gotten 2 out of 3, LJ, you still have the rest of the year to work on that third goal and perfect the other 2 goals. Si Barnes, wala dito. Lirio, I think, is here. Lirio, are you here? Lirio, press 1. Are you here? Lirio. And then we have Bok, na wala rin dito. Dito ba si Bok? Parang may nakita akong Francis kanina. Not sure if Bok is here, but these are the people we should all be looking out for. Para pag napadaan sila, tanungin na natin. So we have Bok, Juan D, Barnes, SWG, Levy to ask. And of course, everybody else that we mentioned. Okay? Now, the next time we're gonna be doing something like this is sometime in July. This time naman, para sa ating year-end goals. So, abangan yan. I'll send our stream schedule soon to our Discord. And then let's rock, okay? Let's crush some goals. I know I have to work on mine. Okay, where we at? These are a couple of TikToks that I want to cover. Or I've been wanting to cover since last night. Pero nawawalan tayo parati ng oras because, I don't know, the conversation just takes us everywhere. But one of the things I do want to prioritize speaking about today is the wage hike. This is an insane wage hike. 80 bucks? 85 pesos, chat. That to me is an insane hike because we only previously had it will be approved in 2 tranches, 60 pesos by July 19 and 25 starting January 2027. If I am not mistaken, we did have a wage hike not too long ago as well. When was the last wage hike? When was the last NCR wage hike? Alam ko recent lang din yun eh. $50. Oh, well, July last year. July last year. The thing with wage hikes, chat, is that it's very, very good short term. Okay? It's good short term because with rising prices everywhere, it helps that our minimum wage workers are able to afford more things. But the problem with, simply raising wages like this, of course, I'd like to think na inaral talaga to ng gobyerno natin at sinuri nila. They know the effect. So I'm just speaking as the devil's advocate because my assumption is that our government did their due diligence. The problem with wage hikes for our minimum wage earners, which by the way is I think at 9 million Filipinos. We'll watch a video later that explains what I'm about to say better. But the summary here is that pag nagtaas ang minimum, chat, yes, short term, makakabili ng basic necessities, mas may access to pay off utilities ang minimum wage workers natin in the short term. But as soon as businesses adjust by increasing prices of their goods to compensate for paying for their minimum wage workers, kasi nga, syempre, kanino nila kukunin yung pambayad kung hindi galing din sa consumer, di ba? Kanino kukunin ng mga businesses ang pampasweldo nila sa mga minimum wage workers kung hindi dun lang din sa consumers na bumibili ng produkto nila. So when that time comes and prices adjust, inflation happens across the board when it comes to our CPI or kung ano yung presyo ng mga bilihin natin. So that's rice, that's meat, that's wheat, that's grains in general. And that's why it has to be carefully balanced. Okay? I'm not saying wag tayo mag-wage hike because that's dumb. It's also dumb to say wag mag-wage hike. It's a chicken and egg thing here. It has to increase, but at the same time, we know there's gonna be an effect. Pag magtaas ang bilihin, kailangan din natin itaas ang wage hike. Pag tumaas ang minimum wage, magtataas din ang presyo ng bilihin. Like, you see how it affects each other all the time? It has to be carefully studied para yung taas ng wage hike doesn't cause prices to spiral upwards. That's why I'm just speaking about the dangers of wage hikes, but at the same time assuming na ginawa naman ng dole yung homework nila and they know exactly what they're doing and nagtaas na ang presyo ng lahat eh. So kailangan sumabay din ang wages, diba? Okay? So this is a video that explains that way better than I just did. And when I saw this, I immediately thought of sharing it with you. This guy, chat, I haven't seen this creator before, but I hope to see more of his content because he does make a lot of sense. Maraming nangaaway sa kanya. Maraming nangaaway sa kanya sa comment section, by the way. And I think he's handling himself really well. So let's watch this video together.
The historic 85 peso minimum wage rate hike will not solve minimum wage earners' problems. Here's why. Number one, based on economic theory that's been proven for the last 70 years.
Every time na nagtataas ang minimum wage substantially,
Tataas rin ang unemployment because many employers will not be able to afford that rate increase. So yes, tumaas ang sweldo mo pero ang chance na matanggal ka sa trabaho ay tataas rin. Number two, ang minimum wage rate hike is inflationary. What do I mean by this? Kung tumaas ang sweldo mo, that means kailangan ang business magtataas ng presyo. So take note in the coming months that the price of your food and other basic necessities may increase as well. This will actually push employers to proceed with AI because labor will be more expensive and automation will be more necessary.
This part is new to me.
More expensive.
By the way, this is something that isn't always discussed. Yo, what's up, Van? Yeah, thank you. This is something that's not always discussed because it's a very new technology, diba? It's something that we never really considered kapag nagwi-wage hike, because kapag may wage hike, it's more of okay, may wage hike, good for consumers short term, but long term bad. Mag-i-inflate prices sa mga bilihin, mag-i-inflate lahat to compensate for paying for those wages. Small businesses will close. It will be harder for businesses with not a lot of cash to operate. And it's gonna be harder to start a business in general, diba? But then, that's all the stuff that we already know. What is new to me here is that it will push businesses to use AI. That's a new thing to me, which will further eliminate jobs or, displace jobs. Because ang mahal na eh. I mean, ang mahal na ng wage. AI ko na lang to. Diba? So it kind of fast tracks. Like, that's the danger too that I hope kinonsider ng DOLE. The idea that raising wages might only fast track unnecessarily the use of AI by businesses. Because think about it for a sec. Oo nga, this might be my reason to just not hire anybody anymore and spend all of my money on AI. It's crazy. By the way, this just speaks about minimum wage earners sa chat. Iba pa ang mga hindi minimum wage pero hindi rin kataasan ng sweldo. Because think about it this way, chat. Magmamahal ang presyo ng bilihin pero yung mga hindi minimum wage earners, hindi tumaas yung sweldo nila. So that's also another problem to consider. Right? It helps minimum wage earners in the short term, but those who don't earn minimum but don't earn a lot either get affected by it negatively.
And automation would be more necessary. I'm not here to tell you that a minimum wage increase is totally bad, no? There are just some major cons that usually happen because of this. And actually, even with the increase of the minimum wage, it is not even enough to cover basic necessities. What the government should have focused on is lowering the price.
This is I'm so happy with this creator, chat, kasi ang ganda nung takeaway niya. He didn't end with something that's all doom and gloom with pangit, nagtaas tayo ng presyo ng bilihin, itong mangyayari sa atin, tuluyan ng babagsak ang ekonomiya. Like that's such a sucky way to end the TikTok. It's always nice to have a takeaway that we can all learn from. And I feel like this takeaway, although it's not groundbreaking, it's a good reminder for everybody watching this video. Check out his takeaway.
Naturally,
Kaya
even
di ko gets kung ba't may haters yung video na to eh.
with the increase of the minimum wage, it is not even enough to cover basic necessities. What the government should have focused on is lowering the prices of basic necessities. For example, electricity is one of the most expensive in Southeast.
By the way, if I'm not mistaken, pinakamahal na ang Pilipinas pagdating sa kuryente. This, I think, is outdated already. Philippines, although 1 day ago lang to, kung di ako nagkakamali, Philippines ang pinakamahal pagdating sa kuryente.
Asia, that should be lowered, that should be subsidized. Next is gas. The 70 peso gas prices is the new normal already. So the government should have focused on lowering it back down to 50 pesos because lowering the prices of these materials like gas and electricity would in effect should lower the prices of other goods as well. The historic 85 peso
Get that
70 peso.
That's why I think subsidies are essential, chat. So, ito talaga for me, the way I understand it, and please correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Especially those who know, because I have very limited knowledge on this. Nung sinabi ni, si Russ yata pangalan niya, no? Russ Yap. Cody Yaps. Cody. Alright, so Cody, great creator, man. Oh, he follows us, chat! Cody follows us! What the hell? Let's go! Fina-follow tayo ni Cody. What the heck? Anyway, I wish I could follow back, but we don't follow anybody on TikTok. So anyway, Cody here, when Cody here says na dapat ang ginawa ng gobyerno is to focus on subsidizing electricity and subsidizing gas. Ang ibig niya lang sabihin nun the government should pay partially for whatever people are paying for. So, kunyari yung kuryente natin dito sa Metro Manila, 15 pesos na, di ba? 15 per kilowatt hour na tayo dito. Instead of yung buong yon, sinisingil tayo ng Meralco, yung gobyerno na lang yung singilin ng Meralco for 2 pesos of it, or a percentage of it. Yung pag nag-propose ang Meralco na, okay, pwede ba kami magtaas ng 1 peso sa kilowatt hour? Sasabihin ng gobyerno, sige, but charge us the 0.50. Charge us the 50 centavos. And in that way, it saves the people. It puts the burden not on private companies, but it puts the burden on the government to pay for it. So technically, dalawa lang naman yan di ba? Sino sisingilin mo? Yung tao, which is a lot harder to do, and it cripples people who aren't able to pay, or sisingilin mo yung mga large businesses who have the capacity, right? Or are you gonna help large businesses in that way who are I lost my train of thought. I had a good point, chat. I just lost my train of thought. But basically, it's easier to subsidize and help large companies because they are far fewer than it is to subsidize by way of increasing wages yung sambayan ng Pilipino, the 10 million or 9 million minimum wage earners, because mas malaki yung effects or mas malaki yung negative effects if 9 million people ang isa-subsidize mo or tataasan mo ng wages, pero at the same time it doesn't affect just the 9 million people, right? It affects businesses, small businesses, it affects local economies. Whereas if it's large businesses, you help more than 9. Whereas if you subsidize these large businesses, you help more than the 9 million people, and you protect jobs, you protect businesses in that way. So parang ang sakit, no? Like the government can subsidize this shit for us. They subsidize the MRT. If I'm not mistaken, up until today, subsidized ang MRT natin, which is a good thing, right? It's nice to know that public transportation is subsidized by the government. So that's why it hurts even more to think about how ninanakawan tayo ng pera, right? With the flood control project, hundreds of billions stolen from us. Diba? The trillion peso march, which assumes that 1 trillion pesos has been stolen from the public. Think of all that money that could be instead used to subsidize our basic needs. It freaking sucks, Chad. It sucks. Because again, increasing minimum wage, good. It helps millions of Filipinos. But it also incapacitates significant sectors that uphold our economy. Be it small businesses, large businesses, and it's not even a one size fits all kind of solution. It sucks generally. But again, I'm really, really hoping that Dole did their due diligence and that they know what they're doing. Okay? So yeah, Cody Apps W. Let's repost that shit. Ito, di ko gets to. Other than the usual, let me blow up this comment for you, chat. I don't understand this one.
The historic
I don't understand this comment. Other than the usual fear-mongering, do you have more substantial proof that raising the minimum wage will hurt the economy? Yeah, he literally said it. He literally said it. throughout this video, he explained all the different angles. So di ko gets kung bakit may mga comments na ganito that try to sound smart, discrediting the creator who tried their best to be as informative as they can. Like, did you even watch the entire video? Yung dating sa akin. What's up, Tristan? Yeah. I think the reason why nagtataas ang singil ng Meralco is because they want to fund their ambitious goals of creating better infrastructure. So that's one, right? But the crazy thing to me there is, come on, man. You guys are getting a lot of money. Why don't you just manage your money properly instead of asking for more money from us? Alam mo yun? Department of... What's DepDev? Yeah, I don't like it. Is there a way to downvote this comment? Tatamaan ng gusto dito ay mga middle wage earners at MSMEs. Medium, medium enterprises. Micro, small, medium enterprises. Basically, small businesses and medium-sized businesses. Salary increase, tataas ang cost to do business. Tataasan nila ang presyo ng pagbenta nila. Bababa ang purchasing power ng mga tao, bababa ang employment rate. Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, ideally, you balance this entire chicken and egg situation talaga. Yun! I mentioned it in the stream earlier, Romeo. Government subsidize it. They do this in Indonesia. If I'm not mistaken, in Indonesia, the Indonesian government subsidizes their gas. All right. Let us ask our new best friend here. Okay. I've heard, like a world-class economist with expertise in Indonesian government subsidies. I've heard that the Indonesian government subsidizes gas prices so that it remains accessible to its population for purchasing. Can you briefly explain to me how this works in no more than 5 bullet points? Okay? And while that is going, levy. We have a couple of questions for you. So, Levy, kamusta naman ang ating 2026 goal? Sabi ni Levy, 2026 goal niya, sub 35K, motorcycle, and a better job. It's on the record. So, Levy, where are we at here? What's happening here, Levy? Talk to us. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Just as we expected, chat, W levy. By the way, the goals here, hindi to final Like, hindi ibig sabihin na kalahati na yung taon, dapat na-achieve na natin yung mga goals na to. Sometimes we hit some hurdles. Sometimes things start slow and then they snowball. So, and sometimes you just need a little reminder to get nudged in the correct direction. So, yeah, chat. Don't put too much pressure on yourself if you haven't achieved your goals yet. But at the same time, don't completely forget what you promised yourself. Yeah. So W Levy for working on his goal. Okay. Here we go. Man, grabe naman to mag-explain si Anthropic. Here's how Indonesia fuel subsidy system works. Price capping. The government designates specific fuel grades as subsidized and legally caps their retail price well below the market cost of importing and refining crude oil. Pertalite and premium are gasoline products which are not directly subsidized. Pertamina absorbs the loss, government reimburses it. That's what I'm saying. Under the reimbursement system, the government pays state-owned Pertamina the difference between the regulated price and its actual dollar-denominated procurement cost, with the reference price determined using the MOPS index. It's funded through the state budget as a major line item. Access is now digitally gated to limit abuse, and it creates a widening two-tier price gap that's physically hard to sustain. I think we get too deep in there. Worth noting, it's flagged the system and it's regressive. Whoa! Fuel subsidy benefits are poorly targeted with a large share captured by wealthier households who own more. Okay. I think we need to read the other. We need to read the others for that. So apparently, meron din palang ano to, drawback if you subsidize fuel. And also, let's not forget that state-owned, look at this, the government pays state-owned Pertamina the difference. So, unlike here in the Philippines, our shit is not state-owned. It's owned privately. No pressure, but pressure. I like it kapag ganun. Let me try to understand this a little bit more, chat. Oh! So it's digitally gated. May app na sila for that. Leaving it 15 to 20% cheaper than Pertamax, and every time non-subsidized fuel gets pricier, more drivers switch down to Petrolite. I'm too dumb to understand this. I think Indonesia mines their own. I think they're partially energy. They're not 100% energy dependent. Gets. So basically yung fuel subsidy nila ang nakikinabang yung mayayaman who own more vehicles and consume more fuel. And ang nangyayari dito is because these wealthier households consume more fuel, yung tax na ibinabayad ng Indonesian, essentially napupunta lang, nakikinabang dun yung mayayaman. I get it. It's not a perfect system. It's flawed. There you go. Yeah, wild yung sa Brazil. I don't think it was even that long ago, Yel. Parang last year lang yun, di ba? There. So it's not a perfect system. But I think that's one way. Is there a state that has a proper subsidy model that other states can emulate or copy? Answer in 5 short bullet points. Targeted. Yes. The model most economists point to is the Dominican Republic's shift from blanket prices subsidies to target energy cash transfers. Exactly what freaking Yale said, chat. Sabi sa inyo, tatakbong presidente to si Yale eh. Look at that. Dapat yung ganyang subsidies ay targeted, not universal. Ban na nga natin si Yale. Yale's too smart. Okay. Direct cash instead of price controls. So the Dominican Republic moved from generalized price subsidies to targeted energy cash transfers in 2007. Money goes straight to people, not to artificially cheap fuel. It actually shrank the fiscal burden. Reforms have the total subsidy from 0.5% of the GDP. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Because now it's targeted. Genuinely pro-poor, not captured by the wealthy. Kasi oo nga, kung universal yung subsidy, ang makikinabang lang dun, yung mayayaman. Kasi sila pa rin yung mas may pera na kayang bumili neto. They use more of it anyway and end up niyan, taxpayers' money ends up just, being funneled into the rich people or being used by the rich people. Success required more than just cash. Good process mattered too. It's a broader template global institutions now recommend. Yeah. There you go. What about OPSF? Special Philippine Trust Account established in 1984, designed to cushion the public from global oil price shocks. It subsidized oil companies when imported fuel and crude costs spiked. Abolition. OPSF was phased out following the deregulation of the downstream oil industry in 1998, which opened the market to competition. Status and controversies. While the fund is no longer... thank you, Emmett. It's no longer active. It occasionally proposed by lawmakers during periods of extreme global inflation. However, state think tanks like the Philippine Institute for Developmental Studies strongly advise against its revival. Because again, it seems like this is a universal subsidy instead of a targeted subsidy, right? So, while on the one hand, we have a shitty system now because it is run by private corporations and secretly there is an oligopoly, right, by Chevron and, all these other gas companies. Shifting to a universal subsidy program will also be detrimental. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So, I suppose when Cody here, Cody, diba? Cody yung name niya. Cody. I suppose when Cody here talked about subsidies, I don't think he necessarily meant something reckless. You know what I mean? I feel like he meant well with what he said. Like he was offering alternatives. So if in case you missed it, chat, basically si Cody, etong creator na to, tinarget niya yung potential effects negatively ng pagtaas ng minimum wage. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, he needed to, but sometimes it's hard to expound in 1 minute. How long was this video? A minute and a half at most? A minute 26. So I feel like it's fair game to withhold that info for now. Tama naman yung nasa tamang nasa tamang direction naman yung sinasabi niya. Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay. Magkano po average salary ng 20-year-olds? I don't know, Rice. If you're not making 25,000 pesos per day, I don't think you're working hard enough, Rice. I know 20-year-olds nagbebenta lang ng kangkong chips. Bilyonaryo na. So, Rice, kayang-kaya mo to. 25K per day is the goal. Okay, Rice? Okay, chat. Okay na pala si Rice. O, di ba? May ano pala, on track pala si Rice. 25K per day, baby. Just think about that for a sec, chat. 25K per day? I am not slaving enough. Rice, lipat ka dito sa YouTube. CI Benipayo yung username ko. Ay, naputol yata yung mic. Naputol ba yung mic, Rice? There you go, Rice. Rice, if you can hear me right now, come over here to YouTube. CI Benipayo ang username ko dito. Halika dito. Makipagkulitan ka sa amin dito. Yeah. Yeah, I think honestly, are you trading the American market right now, Rice? 11 o'clock? Europe? Ano, Rice, tingin mo? Have we peaked? Have we peaked? Pababa na ba ang lahat ngayon? Lagi naman no, Rice? Lagi naman Have we peaked? Yeah, we're peaking. Overbought na lahat. But at the same time, the market is so inefficient. The market is so efficient na we have micro corrections instead of big corrections. So parang kailan ba talaga magkakaroon ng crash? Parati naman no? For the last 10 years, magka-crash na yung market, But it kind of never happens because now markets just know what to do better. May AI pa. Yeah, nice topic to talk about, chat, but we should move on to this one. Buhayin natin si MJ. MJ, are you still in the stream? I feel like mabubuhay natin si MJ with the voice that polarizes the internet. This particular video, I can rock with. So listen to this. This is Gabe.
Kailan sinabi ni Risa Hontiveros na ibaban yung games? Ha? Saan? Bigyan niyo ako ng article, bigyan niyo ako ng statement. Nasaan? Let me be perfectly clear ha. I disagree with Senator Risa's inquiry and invitation of Gorbak CEO. Alam niyo bakit? Because I think it should not be prioritized dahil napakaraming factors na nagko-contribute kung bakit ang isang bata nagiging bayolente. Pero para maging oportunistang fake news peddler ka tapos sasabihin mong sinabi ni Risa nagpapaban siya ng mga games, abay mahiya ka naman.
Okay, so for a second, chat, I genuinely thought Risa is a proponent for banning the games. However, because of this TikTok video ni Gabe, sabi sa inyo mabubuhay si MJ I now learned that Risa is not banning the games or is not wanting to ban the games. She simply wanted to invite the creators of Gorbox. So, nadali ako dun. I mean, it's not even that I read somewhere na ibaban niya yung games. It's just what I defaulted to. Kasi si Remulla, 'di ba? Si Remulla na nagsabi na siya gusto niya ipaban yung games, and then in-invite ni Risa yung creators ng Gorebox for inquiry. Parang na I associated the two together. Because Remulla wanted to ban it, akala ko si Risa gusto niya rin i-ban. So, seeing this actually allowed me to correct myself. Now, the execution of Gabe is his style. That's his creative flow that gets people to react wildly, that gets people engaged. And so, I'm not going to be talking about his style because that could be hit or miss for some of us. It may be rage bait for you. It may be annoying to you. But for others, it could be a literal call out lang.
Nasaan ang konsensya mo? Sasabihin mo ang isang hindi naman sinabi ng tao. Alam nyo sino nagpupush ng ban ng games? Ang DILG ni John Vic Remulla at ng Malacanang ni BBM. Pero wala pong sinabi si Risa Hontiveros na ibaban niya o gusto niyang ipaban ang mga games. Nakakahiya po kayo kapag nagiging kayong accessory ng fake news. Kasi alam naman po natin na misinformation kills. It takes lives. Okay? Kailan?
Yeah, so I saw this video last night. I'm like, yep, people are gonna be pissed, but at the same time, at least I got something out of it. I was informed. Yeah, LJ mismo, diba? There are really way more factors to... I mean, that's something that Gabe also rocks with. There are way more factors than just playing video games that turn people violent. Diba? It's not as easy as playing video games. And I think in one of his videos, he already dove deep into it. I think it's...
Kasalanan nga ba ng mga video games ang pagiging violent ng mga bata? Pag-usapan natin. Ang short answer ko palagi dyan ay hindi. Pero ang long answer ko ay gusto kong tignan sa perspective ni Brenner sa kanyang ecological systems theory.
So he goes deep into that, which...
Gusto mo yon? Ayon...
Yeah, which basically expounds on the things that we already talked about in the other stream. It's family upbringing, it's community, it's mental wellness, it's way more than just games. That's a good way to put it, June. That's a good way to put it. Na explore all possible angles, which includes investigation and questioning. She is a proponent. A proponent for what? I think she fanned the flames would be a good way to put it, actually. She fanned the flames because nga nagkaroon ng yearning to ban violent video games from Malacanang and from Remulla. So her speaking in that way easily confused people. So yeah, fanning the flames would be a good way to put it. Did she say she wanted to ban the games? Hindi pa rin eh. Pero tama, I see why the confusion is easy to have. That's also another good point. That's a good point. Actually, maganda yung point ni MJ. All the data about violence in games is already online. So why the need to invite? Okay, in that case, what MJ is saying makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Yun na nga eh. I mean, same effect to me na na-blanket ko yung dalawa. Or I generalized kasi nga si Remulla, si BBM won a ban, and then pumasok si Risa with that and nadamay tuloy siya. But yeah, I guess everything can coexist. Us unlearning the hasty generalization, us also us unlearning the generalization that we made that Risa is apparently not wanting to invite, not wanting to ban, and then realizing also na kaya natin naisip yun is also because of Riza quote-unquote fanning the flames. So those two can coexist. Yeah, that's why I guess this goes hand in hand with what I said also last week na sa palagay ko. Yeah, this goes hand in hand with what I said last week na gusto lang na I feel like Risa is hopping on this train because it serves a lot of people's interests. Like she's acting like a politician. Unfortunately nga it backfired. So yeah, it did backfire. It did backfire nga. I mean, I also did say that I'm hoping Riza did this para lang maipakita na ay, mali pala. Ginawa niya lang to. I think this one takes on what June said na, you know, as a, you know, you have to investigate thoroughly. So, in-invite niya yung Gorebox creators. Or, yeah, para lang malaman na, ay, oo nga, mali. Violent games don't make people violent, you know? Yeah, yeah. So, yun, I think even us, chat, we all learned. Now, again, I'm happy that we all learned a thing or two from each other. Okay, let's move on. I think we've exhausted that topic as well. May natutunan na tayo, may takeaway tayo. Chat, have you seen this? Sobrang solid nito. Ito, it's not an issue, not drama, very, very light to talk about. But look at this, chat. Only 8 posts. Not AI, or please naman sana hindi. I don't think this is AI. But check it out, chat. Only 8 posts, and look at the number of views these posts have. Oh, yun, ito hindi nakita. 32 million. The first post this guy ever made hit 32 million, 1 million, 3 million, 5 million. Diba? And then, ito lang yung content niya. Basically showing what life is like in a busy restaurant kitchen. It's so fascinating to me. I could watch this all day. Does he have a TikTok? Mas maganda sa TikTok eh. Gil Holly Cooks. Gil. So, alam mo to, Tristan? This is amazing, chat. Like, when this guy... There you go. Follow me, 150k. Oh my gosh. What? He's popular on Instagram more than he is on TikTok? That's crazy. Three, 6, 8. Yeah. Thousands lang yung views dito. no way. I don't understand, chat. I don't understand na 140,000 yung followers niya, but the videos only have 2,000 views. There's something amiss here. Either na-wreck yung account niya dahil sa sobrang daming nag-view ng videos, or this is a fake account, or it was a purchased account. Because it doesn't make sense that these only have a couple thousand views, pero 140k yung followers. Yes. So anyway, let's watch this instead. At least alam natin ito yung tunay na version. Check it out. Sobrang, when I saw this, respect.
Fuck me.
Am I blasting your ears? I'm sorry, chat. Medyo malakas yata. Let's just watch this one para ma-adjust ko yung volume.
Fuck me.
There, hinanaan ko.
Hurt.
Ngayon nga lang ako nakakita ng stove na ganito eh. I've never actually seen something like this, chat. Look at that.
Hurt.
Oh. What's up, Steffi? I'm surprised, by the way. Normally, di ba may taga-plate? I mean, I know nothing about kitchens and how things happen in kitchens. Pero normally, di ba may taga-plate?
No.
Oh, look at those steaks, man.
Hold on here, I got it. Toss it. Thank you, bro. Medium.
Ayun, may taga-plate. May taga-plate. Baka ano lang talaga. I don't know. I don't know shit.
Mid-rare in the front.
Medium rare in the front.
Pwede, no?
Medium close to me?
Mid-rare closest to you. Medium in the back. No. Yeah, medium rare, yeah. Huh? Top, back. Next to the other onions. Going down behind.
Medium in the back.
Chat, my hands could never, right? Like, I hope he washes his hands after holding all of that oil. Because one of the hatest feelings that I have is having oily fingers from touching food. Tas hahawak ako ng pan. Or hahawak ako ng knife. Like, he can't just wipe this. He has to wash this somehow, right? Oily as hell.
Going down behind. Quick. In front. Yes, sir.
So look.
Oh, he just wipes it.
Coming in behind hot. I'm gonna fire one more elk off right after this.
Nakaka-addict panoorin, no? I mean, naturally, when you have content like this, people are gonna be very quick to say, "Oh, no gloves? You're holding people's food like that?" But if you know, you know. Gloves are actually worse because it has it's highly susceptible to cross contamination, and you need to, I don't know, gloves are just overall worse in general.
Thank you.
Hey, Bello.
Okay, cool. Mark it.
I got food for you right here.
Look at how busy shit is, chat. Imagine that. Like, okay, it's one thing to see this in this. What's this? How long is this clip? How long is this clip, chat? Minute and a half? Let's see, Is there a way to see this? How long is this clip? Minute and a half, I would say. But try doing this for 8 hours a day, bro. Like, you would be spent. All of that heat, all of that stress, always thinking about making sure things are done right. Because it's in a restaurant, chat, it's not like it's in a restaurant. It's not like, oh, okay, I got that one wrong. Oops. No. You can't afford to get one thing wrong. The goal is 0 things wrong. So try always having that on your mind. Yeah, and these things, once they're served and they're served wrong, that's it, right? Like, you can't correct it. You can, malamang, you can, but it's something that you have to avoid at all costs. So parang ang stressful nun, always having to think about getting things 100% correct. That's so much mental fatigue. Like, I don't think we're designed to aim for perfection for that many hours at every minute of every hour. And then you're always moving around, you're exposed to smoke, to heat, so much noise, multitasking. Bruh, after this? No, Levy, no. No, Levy. How could you see through me like this, man? Actually, chat, medyo accurate yung sinabi ni Levy. Let's watch more.
I'll let you know when to go on that. You have time on that. Just fire
And not to mention, you're also dealing with cold shit.
up that iron. Yeah, shake it and forward.
That fish.
Five, heard.
You know what I would think is equally stressful here, chat? Yung trabaho ng dishwasher. God damn. Think about the dishwasher here for a sec.
Put in T-bones and a ragu together, hold.
Hold.
Look, did you see that? Those are all parboiled, I think. Yung kinuha niya sa ref, yan no? These are all either sous vide or parboiled already. That's the hack, right? Partially cooked na yung mga pagkain sa resto. Perhaps June, or maybe small business lang talaga sa ngayon. Does look like he does get a lot of help, just not enough.
Yeah. Ready to go. You got time? You let me know when you're ready, or I guess it's good. I'll fire everything else.
Heard.
Does he say heard? Heard. I feel like that's a better way than just saying yeah. Parang ganun, no? Yun yung sinasabi niya. Kapag may nag-utos sa kanya or pag may nagsabi sa kanya, may nag-inform sa kanya, instead of saying yeah or yes, yeah, mas okay heard. Magamit nga yun. Heard, clock it, clap it, bop it. Yung iba sa kanila, chef yung sinasabi. Yes, chef, gumaganon. Look at that crispy fish, Dad.
Sit. That's it.
Stressful nito. That whoop band is working double time. Nah, bro, I wanna see what he does with this. Yung parboiled na meat. Look, meron nga siyang meron siyang finisher guy. Damn, look at how... If I do this, chat, I'ma mess it up.
Okay, guys. Okay, you're gonna find another one. Order in ragu, half chicken, and an octo. Also,
Whoa! What the flex?
2 nuts and sesame seeds.
Heard.
We're holding it. That's 5 half chickens all day.
Heard. That's sila heard. Heard. Tomahawk. Respect, chat. Levy, why? Why are you onto me like this today? What did I do to you, bro? Okay, that's my kind of steak. We're looking at medium here, right? Yung kanina, yung medium rare is too much for me, Chad.
I know. Give me a pack.
Medium rare in front, medium in the back.
Medium in the back.
Hell yeah! Medium in the back. Medium rare. I'm a medium guy. Yeah, I can't do medium rare, Chad. I feel like medium rare is too gummy. Medium to me is the perfect balance between wet and hard, you know? Yeah. I like medium. And also just for I have a corny reason for preferring medium also, and you might hate me for this, chat, but apparently medium is the temperature that actually kills the bacteria. And again, not all meats are contaminated, so you can get away with eating meat raw if you wanted to. Meron naman mga ganun, 'di ba? Di ba sa France uso 'yun? The meat beef caviar or something, like meat caviar. So, but technically, you know, if on the off chance your meat is contaminated, bacteria dies at medium temperatures. So that's why I'm a medium guy. However, pro tip, chat, you cannot do medium or medium well on burgers. Burgers have to be well done. So I'm not sure if what I'm saying is accurate, so we'll Google this in a bit. But unlike meat na intact, the inside parts of the meat are not exposed to the outside world. However, kapag giniling mo na yung karne, all of that meat gets exposed to everywhere already. And so the chances of it being contaminated or dirty increases. And so now you have to cook the patty thoroughly. You can't get away with, it's hard it's hard to take your chances on burgers that aren't well done. So I know it sucks because SWG. I know it sucks because it's so lame. Well done burger. Might as well just order from McDonald's, etc., etc. But chat, I've gone through a couple bad episodes of the stomach flu. I was once brought to the ER already because of really a bad shit experience. So, or really bad stomach experience. I don't wanna, I'm done with that. I'm done playing around, chat. I just wanna enjoy my food and be safe, you know? So again, let's double check this. Should beef patties be well done because of the nature of the meat being ground, or can I get away with medium well? How about with other meats? Please stop answering. Stop giving long answers. I need to save my tokens. Yes, ground beef should be cooked well done, unlike whole cuts. Grinding mixes surface bacteria throughout the meat. There you go. So there's no sear the outside, pink inside is safe. Medium well isn't reliably safe for ground beef from a food safety standpoint. So there you go, chat. Other ground meats, always well done. Ground pork, well done. Ground lamb, well done. O, diba? Whole muscle cuts can be cooked to lower temps because bacteria live on the surface only, which is killed by searing. So there you go, chat. If you didn't know that, well, now you do. And now you get to be lame to your friends, but also be smart as you are lame. I used to be a big burger guy, lalo na nung college. Kasi burgers ang pinaka high value item for me in any menu. You get quality meat. You get, well, that's basically it. You get quality meat for a fraction of the price of the other products. College days, man. Feel like I worked a whole shift watching this. Okay, we can move on. Okay, I think this is about population. Oh, ito. Okay, so this is another video that I wanted to share with you. Very informative. But basically, it talks about our population. Because may nag-bring up neto ng isang araw na bumababa ang replacement rate ng Pilipinas. Meaning to say, we are not giving births to enough kids to replace our population. In fact, we've fallen way below. We need, I think, 2.1 births per couple to replace us. And we fall into 1.9. Now we're at 1.7. Now, one would think that it's simply about birth control, better opportunities, career. But chat, when I saw this video, I don't know how true it is. Hopefully, there's due diligence done here. When I saw this video, lumawak yung perspective ko as to why bumababa ang birth rate natin. So it's not what I initially thought na yun nga socioeconomic status, trauma, or all of these other things that I read online. It's actually very different for the Philippines. So I want you to check this out with me, chat. Natuwa lang ako nung nakita ko to. Want to share this with you.
The Philippines.
Why is full screen no longer available? Anyway,
Just hit 1.7 children per woman.
It's not fertility rate either. You would be surprised. I mean, again, we don't know if this is facts, but it's a TikTok video online, and my assumption here is that this is a creator who does their due diligence naman. But it's not fertility rate either.
This is a Catholic country where divorce is still illegal, and the average woman in 1973 had 6. Manila hit 1.4. Among college-educated women, 1.1. The easy explanation is birth control and modernization. But the reproductive health law didn't pass until 2012, was held up by the Supreme Court until 2000.
Little known trivia, chat. In college, RH Bill yung RH Bill yung English thesis ko. Like, is that even a thing? Like, kayo rin ba nung nag-college, for English class, you had to come up with like a baby thesis or like with a small essay. I don't even know what you call it. I think baby thesis for English na class. So I did RH Bill.
2014, and modern contraceptive use among married women was still only 42% in 2022. They didn't get birth control, mostly. They stopped having children anyway. Here's what actually happened.
Okay, so ayun, 'di ba? Thrown out already yung mga assumptions natin na it's birth control because it can't be birth control. The RH bill was just introduced less than 10 years ago, and in 2022, only 42% of women started using birth control. So it's not simply that, there's something else to it. So ito, check nyo to, chat. Sobrang nung nakita ko, I'm like, oh nga, no, oh, nga, this guy's onto something.
1974, Ferdinand Marcos set up agencies to export Filipino labor abroad. Today, roughly 10 million Filipinos work overseas. About 1.13 million of 2.2 million overseas workers are women, many in domestic work, raising other people's children in Hong Kong, Singapore, Riyadh, Dubai. An estimated 3 to 9 million Filipino children have a parent abroad. Inside the Philippines, 1.7 to 1.8 million people work in business process outsourcing. About 42.
Okay, so the first reason he gives is sobrang dami nating OFW that the OFWs are just not having kids. That's one.
6% of them are on the night shift, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., serving customers in North America. A study found the mean age is 29.3 and most are single. The schedule is incompatible with daytime family life. Your future child would be at school while you sleep.
So yun yung isa pang reason. Mga BPO na it's just incompatible with family life.
The fertility cliff maps almost perfectly to proximity to the labor export.
There you go. The labor export machine you mentioned niya earlier, where he says that we simply have too much OFWs already and that the OFWs are not having kids, matches with this fertility cliff.
Machine. The closer you are to the engine, the fewer children you have. The country built itself to export its caregivers and then wondered why nobody was left to start families at home.
Yun. Yeah, it's an edgy take, right? Right? So again, he's on to something. He only really showed one
you have the
obscure chart over here.
Caregivers.
There you go. That one. Very weird chart that I hope is sound. But yeah. Diba? So, just to widen the perspective a bit, as with most things naman, diba? What's the word we learned last night? Heterodox. Heterodox thinking tayo. Okay? That's how we do it, chat. No one answer to any complex problem. Heterodox thinking. Pwede rin. Like, there are many more issues. It's like because the three most popular one are socioeconomics. There are three. Di ko maalala yung three. The three most popular and reliable reasons that the entire global fertility rate is going down. One is socioeconomics. Basically, we just don't have enough money to raise kids, and we don't want to raise them in that environment where they're not properly taken care of. That's one. Nakakalimutan ko parati yung pangatlo eh. Yung pangalawa is generational trauma. Parang we no longer want, we've seen enough trauma in our lives. We don't want children to experience that in the future. And then there's a third one that I keep forgetting as the third reason why people don't want kids anymore. Yeah. Or maybe the third one is that, career. People are just more, I don't know, focused on not having kids in that way. Anyway, cool video, right? Something I just wanted to show you. We can move on. Okay? So we're gonna watch a little Dadaku. This is something that Yel sent. Maybe we can watch the original video of this. So sabi ni, pinadala to sa akin ni Yel to watch. But where's the original of this? Baka nasa pati bata hindi napatawad. Where's the full video? Para makakain ako ng oatmeal. Kasi yung oatmeal ko dito, chat, lukewarm na. Ito. 13 hours ago. Kailan to ni-launch? 9 weeks ago, so April. Ito ba to? Parang ito yun. Ay, 1 month ago. Pero parang ito yun.
Marami pa.
April, no? May to. Grabe ulit yung views niya, chat, to. 200 plus thousand. Where's the original video so we could watch this? Ito yun, eh. It's just not linking to the full video. Hala, pati bata hindi pinatawad. Maybe we can search it here. Pinatawad. Nope. Kailan ba ito pinost? April 23. So let's just watch the April 23 upload, right? Feeling ko cleanip lang yun. Ito. Ano to? 1 month ago lang to. April. Will we be able to get the full video? Because I just need more time to eat. You know what? Whatever. Let's just play the snippet.
Wala kang helmet.
We've seen versions of this, chat. Cute neto. Oh, cute neto. We've seen versions of this. Yung isa nga naka-fire truck, di ba?
Wala kang plate number. Wala kang lisensya. Paano yan? Ha? Kanino anak to? Sa kanya, sir. How old are you? Ilang taon na to? 2. Ha? Truck? Truck? Mahilig ka ba sa truck? Hindi kita kaya bigyan ng truck eh. Hahanapin ng office sa akin yan pag binigay ko. Mahilig ba ito manood?
Yan po yung nanay.
Yan yung nanay. Ma'am, kasalanan nyo to. Mahuhuli po to.
Nanay na lang tigilan.
Titikita kita. Diyan ka lang. Wait lang.
Wow!
Hindi na nagsalita. Madaldal ba to? Hindi talaga. O ganito, may bibigay ako sa kanya. Ngayon, para makaano siya ng mga educational, di ba?
Nanay na iPhone!
Mami, halika. Ay,
Vape, chat. Bibigyan siya ng vape. Yung paper, yung eco bag, mukhang eco bag ng vape shop.
oh. Nasa na ano? You can play games and you can watch ano ba gusto mong panoorin? Mga educational for you.
Kunin ko yung anak ko.
Wala
You get it for you. Oh. Oh, nanay na lang. Oh. Ayan. Welcome.
Oh, you drive your motor na dali.
Oh, you drive na. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye na.
Bye.
Oh!
Not enough time to finish my oatmeal. Okay. Is there another video we can watch? Ito, ano to? Rider ninakawan ng susi ng kanyang motor at pinagbanta ang papatayin ng mga INC members. Whoa! Oh my God!
Ano nangyari sa inyo? Ba't ano po?
Luwa, pinagpupuran ako. Wala nga eh, kinuha nga nila eh. Ano ba yung pinaglalaban yan? Bakit ganito? Tao rin naman ako dito sa Pilipinas ah. Tao ka nga, huwag ka nagsasalita. Gusto mo ba mamatay? Alis ka na, para ano. Wala nga yung susunod. Ay, wala na susunod. Wala na.
Ay, susi niya nawawala daw eh.
Bro, that's fucked up. Look, it's easy to get carried away kasi ang init ng INC sa balita. But I think before we target or before we talk about religious groups, which I feel like they always deserve some kind of how do I put this? Some kind of leeway. Instead of talking about INC, let's just talk about the behavior. Okay? The behavior is incorrect. As humans, we shouldn't be doing things like this. Or mob people, have this kind of herd mentality to dogpile on other people who aren't part of our community. INC or not, malito. That's all I really that's all I really want to say. I think I think sobrang tina-target yung INC as a whole because of course the rallies have caused so much trouble in the last 2 days. I hear that tomorrow canceled na yung QC rally nila. It's now gonna be moved to Manila, I think. Crazy na na-move to Manila. So you could only imagine what happened there. Anong logistics ang naganap, 'di ba? Anong usapan ng ang nangyari. Maybe grace would be a correct word because, you know, okay, here. Another way to put it. Chat, Cookie is in the building. Cookie, have you turned a year older already? Cookie, are you now 13 years old or are you still 12? Chat, welcome Cookie, the youngest member of the chat. You're still 12? Bro, come on. Haven't you been dropping by the stream? Oh my gosh. My birthday is July 18. Yo, what's up, Cookie? Chat, malapit na mag-birthday si Cookie, turning 13. Let's go. Happy for you. By the way, si Tisay is not here in the stream, no? Tisay and Cookie would know each other. Okay, here. The way I want to talk about it, and yun na nga, give tama yung word ni Yel, is that we ought to give INC a little bit more grace, just as we do with other religions. Whether you're Catholic, you're Muslim, you're Buddhist, you're Sikh, you're Hindu, whatever that religion is, it's always weird to attack the religion because oftentimes religions have a good goal in general. So, in cases like this, dapat yung behavior talaga eh. It's hard to it's another reason why it's hard to target religions is because, it's like saying everybody in that religion is bad and mean and wrong and they're only out here to hurt people. That's not true. You can argue that perhaps their leaders are questionable, but again, that also happens across all religions. So, I know sobrang init ng INC talaga sa balita because of the traffic, the rallies, what the INC is, what these rallies are, anong purpose ng mga rallies na to, what they're fighting for. But again, chat, let's talk about behavior. Let's talk about actions. Let's talk about wrongdoings. Focus on that instead of the person or the religion. Now, I think that's how it should be anyway. What's up, Dream Vlog? Anong Forever 25? That's a good way to put it. Parang gobyerno lang din talaga eh, no? Maybe that's what it is, right? It's not the people who are whack. It's the government or it's the leaders. So pwedeng yun nga rin. 'Di ba? Just wanna, because this is so unfortunate to see. Ang lungkot lang na imagine mo, passerby, tao lang, like sabi, tao lang naman din ako, Pilipino lang naman din ako. And yung, alam mo yung tipo, I'm just trying to make a freaking living. Gusto ko lang, like, I just want to get on with my day. I'm just trying to find, I'm just trying not to be late. Ano mo yun? Maybe he's had a shitty week or he's going through a lot of things right now. And then bigla ka na lang imamab or nanakawan ng susi. Come on, man. Yeah, hate the actions of actors, not the institution. Just a friendly reminder. Because it's easy to make shortcuts. It's easy to blame. It's easy to find something that's easier to blame, right? Than it is to... It's easier to find one thing to blame than it is to actually see it with a heterodox perspective. Tama ba, heterodox? Yeah, heterodox thinking. Yeah, let's go. Word of the week. Heterodox. Let's go, Levi. Let's go, Levi. Congrats. Steffi, natanggap siya sa... Sabihin ko na ba? Levi, sabihin ko na ba? Natanggap si Levi sa Zeus. There you go, I said it. Yung Zeus sa Tomas Morato. Bukas pa ba yun? Why do I even remember that? Baka mas same ka ng fate dun. Yeah. Di ko rin alam kung ba't alam ko yun. I guess growing up, nagtataka lang ako what Zeus was all about as a kid. Because it said Zeus, ano yun? Men's club ba yun? No, I've never. I have. In Makati, sa Burgos. I think I was in college. Burgos trip sa Makati. But ang alam ko in Burgos, they have very strict rules there. So, you know, it's unlike other places, especially in Clark or Pampanga, which I don't know about. In Burgos, the rules are very strict there. I mean, can't say much, chat. Cookie is in the stream. By the way, Cookie, you drink coffee, right? Yeah, so again, it's the leaders, right, Romeo? It's the leaders that are problematic. Oh, okay, my bad. You just don't sleep. Yeah. How many hours of sleep a night do you get, Cookie? And do you end up staying up late because of homework? Eat me sweets. Yay, same. I'm the same. What's up, Peyton Joe? I am the same, Cookie. I love my sweets. Okay, is it still summer? Yun na nga, Romeo eh. Like, but it's tough. It's tough to target religion because I don't know, like it's like I would want the same grace to be extended to my religion. You know what I mean? Like we are like the Catholic Church really has a lot of problems. But not all of its people are problematic. Leaders of the Catholic Church historically have been problematic. But the people only follow what the leaders ask them to do. So may ganun na angle. It's just it's annoying, but it's also one of those road less taken things, diba? Okay. What time do you sleep? What time do you wake up? Let me guess, Cookie. You sleep at 2, you wake up at 12. Just in time for lunch. Wait, you're 12, right? So you probably sleep like 10 hours a day. Yo! 2 a.m. before or after 2 p.m. No, chat. Cookie gets 12 hours a day. How do you do it, Cookie? How do you sleep for 12 hours? Everyone here is jealous of you. Yeah, I mean at the same time, Romeo, just as there are devout Catholics who are super hardcore and sometimes problematic, and then there are, rogue Catholics, if you will. I would like to think that meron din naman rogue INC members who think differently or oppose leadership. Maybe not as much in under Catholicism, pero meron, I would think. No way. Like you can sleep. You can sleep in a car for long periods of time. Yeah, I get the frustration, chat, and I'm not here to invalidate that either. I'm not here to tell you that your anger against what happened in the past 2 days is misplaced. Man, Cookie. I'm happy for you. 12 hours of sleep a day is something. Okay, chat. Let's move on. Let's move on, okay? This is too long to read. I'll read this at my own time. This is what happened to Ray Baterbonia. I think this is also pretty old already. 1 week ago, pinadala to ni Yel. But basically, it's just a really difficult watch to see a grieving mother go through this. Wala pa tayong updates na with Ateneo. No updates yet with Ateneo, if I'm not mistaken. What is this? Pinadala rin to ni Yel. Okay. New workout unlocked. Yo, JR, you're asking the right questions. Okay. Waiting for the DOJ to file the case. I'm also not updated with the Tacloban incident. That's the other thing na... Wait, si Steffi ba may entry dito? Steffi. SWG! SWG, are you here? OJ, wala dito. Barnes, are you here? Press 1. Bok, are you here? Juan D, are you here? Yeah. AIDS, press 1 if you're here. Yeah, because these are the folks who did not drop their... Okay, SWG. Well, SWG. All I have to say is... How are you doing? How are you doing now that it's been half of the year already? Because earlier this year, you said that your goal for 2026 is to read 60 books, try a new genre like historical fiction, and continue to try to be kinder to yourself, as well as hopefully ma-meet mo na si Adam in 2026. Now, SWG, how are we doing? This is the checkup. How many books at least have we made it to 30? Half of the year, 30 books. Okay, no. 28 books is crazy good. You're on track. That's insane. 28 books. You are very well on track at 28. It's only been half the year. Okay. Have you tried a new genre? Tas kakanta tayong lahat, Levi, no? Dang it, SWG. Please get that Dole money already. We're talking millions, yo. Any Dole lawyer will take your case. I'm telling you right now, they will drool over the case that you have, because you are talking about the largest company in the industry that you're in, and we are also talking about substantial evidence of the abuse you've been through in that in your work. Sobrang easy money. They will froth at the mouth to take your case, and they will bleed that company as much as they can dry. So, come on, SWG. Be the kindest to yourself this year. At least begin with little steps. Consult here and there. Si SWG, sure. Millions, baby. And then with the kind of expertise that you already have, hindi naman millions, no? But, substantial amount. And with the kind of expertise that you've had over the past decade, sobrang makakahanap ka ng bagong trabaho. Wild nung labor case, June. Sobra like, ayan na nga, sinabi ni SWG. SWG, nabagok yung I find that word so funny, by the way, chat. I can't think of a word that's currently as funny as bagok. It's one of those onomatopoeic words that sound like they mean. So, nabagok yung... I'm gonna stop saying it. SWG, I think, slipped, hit her head, several stitches sa ulo niya, and then pinapasok siya the following day ng manager niya kasi nagmakaawa yung manager saying na, nako, walang papalit sa'yo o wala yung lead mo bukas, something like that. O something to that bullshit effect. June, right? And that's just one. We've SWG has also been through, I think, what's your record? 14 straight working days? 13 straight working days, or was it 18? Grabe yun. Like wala daw weekend holiday. Wala. 13. I got it right. Can you imagine going to work for 13 days straight? And then again, umapila lang yung manager by saying na, oh, walang magko-cover. Paano yan? Yung sales natin. Bruh, that's gonna be the easiest case to win. You have the documentation. So, SWG, kahit inquire ka lang para lang umandar to, because promise, the happiness that you will get from this, fixing the money, fixing the money problems, and then more, bruh. No, you don't have to be. You don't have to be God's strongest soldier. Grabe talaga. Dole will love to take that case. And JR, June, we're talking about the largest business of that industry. Dole would be like, yes, yes, yes. Whoever, you know why they will like to take your case, SWG? Because whoever gets your case will likely be commended. They will be crowned. They will be decorated with awards because they are able to catch a big fish. I'm telling you, SWG. We're all telling you. Do it. Do it. Wala pang OTP. Diba? You can all of these things, alam ko, dinocument mo eh. So just do it. Please, do it. Yeah, I said, landmark case to. Whoever lawyer covers this can brag about this for the rest of their lives. Because ganun kalaki yung kumpanya. So just do it, please. There's no need to suffer anymore, SWG. Yes, once you do this Dole case, say goodbye to that job because they're not gonna want you there anymore. But every other competing company will want you. Dahil sobrang specialized na nung skills mo. And, you know, they will always need experts. Itong mga competing companies na to. See, chat, see, SWG, even our 12-year-old viewer right now in the chat gets it. Elementary, in other words. Oh, what? Levy? Wait, what? Anywho, just another reminder, SWG, get that money. It's almost guaranteed. It's almost guaranteed money. What the fuck? Na-promote siya? It's almost guaranteed. Like, I'm not even gonna say almost. It's guaranteed money. It's guaranteed. You will be very happy you did this. But I'm also warning you, SWG, you will be equally angry when you do this. Because you'll quickly realize how you wish you had done this sooner. Yeah. Chat, SWG. SWG works 16-hour days too, just like Levy. Works 16 hours, sleeps 4 to 5. Come on, SWG. We're all rooting for you talaga. Get that money. Get that money. SWG, makinig tayo sa bata. Kids don't lie. Right? Kids don't lie. Oh, you know, JR Millones. Don't even worry about the lawyer fees. You'll win the case. The company will pay for the lawyer. In fact, again, the case might be so big that your lawyers will take pro bono. They'll do this for free. They'll do this for free because it's so winnable. It's a good case they could put under their belts and brag about. It's such an easy case. Like, yun pa lang di ba? Yun pa lang na pinapasok ka na dumudugo pa yung ulo mo. What the fuck, bro? Like didn't even tell you to take the day off or rest. You hit your head, and you didn't even just hit your head as nagka-baby bukol ka. You got stitches on your head. Pinapasok ka with fresh stitches. Okay, it's getting me riled up, chat. We ought to move on. But SWG, again, we're no SWG. You will get way more money. Way more money. Anyway. SWG, kaya mo to. Yeah. I mean, hopefully we get that done first. Content can wait. Content on that can wait. It's just, we know how hard you've been working. Okay, what's this? Oh no, we might summon MJ again. Yo, is this true? Yeah, SWG, money won't be a problem. It really won't. Ang lala nga, exploitation na nga ang tawag dun, no? If they're taking advantage of you for the money. Is this true, chat? Ito ba yung sinasabi kanina ni Bills na nangyari ngayon sa Senate hearing? Senator Risa Ontiveros is uncovering a global child exploitation network. This is a matter of national security. This could possibly be at the same level of Alice Guo and Kiboloy. I was strong to say that it was unnecessary to invite the Gorbak CEO. Evidence point towards the minors being groomed by a nihilistic group. Salute and kudos to the ever-sharp Senator Risa Ontiveros. Yo. Whoa. Bakit hindi na nakarating sa HR? Yo. Involved daw yung dating wanted na player ng Roblox. It's a 764. What the heck is 764? International violent extremist cybercriminal network that targets vulnerable minors through online games and social media. Whoa. Whoa. What do you mean? 764 is operating in Gorebox? It's fake news? Di nila kayang gawin yung ginawang big move ng Clash of Clans dati. Tinanggal yung global chat kasi nagkaroon din ng ganyang kaso. Naging tambayan ng mga pedo, groomer at cheater. Pero now this June lang, binalik nila yung global chat but with different format. Hindi do muna sumali sa group para makapag-chat ka sa ibang players. Kababalik ko lang nung may maglaro ulit because of Borden. Ayun, nasa TH13. SWG, anytime you're ready, just do it. US is working on it, already being investigated sa US. To be fair, to strong assumption to think they were invited because they were being blamed. Risa was right to not leave any stone unturned. Okay, developing story it seems. Move on. Okay, I don't want to talk about that right now. General Torre wasn't messing around. Risa Ontiveros apology form. Di ko talaga alam kung ano niluluto mo. Social media addicted brain ko. Gusto ko ng instant official clarification nung nagsilabasan mga hanash laban sa'yo. Kala ko si Bam lang pwede magsalita tungkol sa issues ng gaming. Sunog utak ko after maglaro ng 16 hours. So, nakigaya na lang ako sa sinasabi ni Nadino Cornel. Okay, to be fair, it could be that Risa Ontiveros is onto something. Perhaps the US is already doing it. But to have another state like the Philippines also on its ass is going to expedite things, I think. Her initial post was very aggressive, which gave an impression that she's after the developer. Inedit na nga niya yung post na yon. Had she not faced backlash, hindi siya magbabago ng strategy. Ooh, hot take. Hot take. This is pretty good take. Saying na nope, Risa meant what she meant. She just changed her strategy. Ooh. Change strategy. Okay. Hell yeah! VinFast, the Viet car company, is now available in the US. Meanwhile, the Philippines is still stuck in the 90s. There are plenty of Thai and Viet movies that are really great. The Mighty Pinas, nothing but rom-coms. Why? Why are we lagging that much? People always act like the Philippines is behind because Filipinos are somehow less capable. That's not it. At least I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah. We're in a shitty situation, chat. Okay. Okay. Yo. Okay, what's this? Road rage in Tanay Rizal. I wanna see this.
Wala na, pati manok guys, mainit na.
Oh, no.
Road rage guys, dito sa Barangay Sampaloc. Wala na, hindi na mapipigilan yan.
Road rage.
Banat. Mainit sila guys sa isa't isa.
Road rage.
You know, I've always been so curious how chickens are trained to fight in cockfights sa mga sabong, because chickens are not predators. So how do you train a chicken to kill another chicken? Sure, they have survival instincts, but I'm pretty sure they don't have the instinct to slash their enemies with a blade strapped to their ankles. You know what I mean? Like, I never cared to think about it. Yeah, you could make your... Is this strategy just defense? Is that it? Is this strategy just defense? Na patabain mo yung chicken, make sure they get fed properly, highly nutritious food, get them muscled up and bulked up para tangke sila? And is that true? You rage bait them on the daily? Get them easily flustered so that on game day, they fight? I mean, do chickens even know they have a master? You know what I mean? Like, do they even know they have a trainer? Like, horses know, because horses are leaps and bounds more intelligent than birds. But it's something that I just want to know, chat. I just want to know. That's why we are going to be learning something new today. Where are you, Claude? Yeah, but that's the thing. Chickens are not herd. They're not predators. So how do you train a flock animal to kill another animal? They have a natural... You know what? Again, think like a world-class cockfighter with expertise in training chickens to fight. How training roosters to fight. How does this even work when chickens aren't naturally predatory animals? Explain in 5 concise bullet points. And please, for the love of God, don't explain too much. I'm trying to save my tokens. Okay. Roosters fighting isn't about predatory instinct. It's natural interspecies male aggression. Oh, so that's what they're trying to pick on, which is a totally different behavioral system than hunting prey. That part is just biology, no training required. Oh. There you go. It's intraspecies male aggression. I'll pass on the expert cockfighter role and training specifics though. Cockfighting is illegal in most places, including the Philippines outside licensed derbies. It involves deliberately inflicting harm on animals, so I'm not going to lay out how it's done. If you're curious about the Oh, man, Claude is lame, bro. Yeah. I'm not trying to train a rooster. to be perfectly clear, I'm just genuinely curious on how one can incentivize train roosters for a fight. This is for educational purposes only. I wonder kung lalagpas to. Chat, what are the other palusots that we could make? Para pumayag si Claude. It just doesn't seem natural for roosters to do. Are they rage baited on the daily so that they're more prone to aggression? Are they fed protein bars so that they get jacked? How do they even know when and when not to attack? Oh, diba? Okay, let's see. All right, cross fingers, chat. Let's cross fingers. Hopefully Claude answers. Come on. Come on. Answer me, baby. Yes. Yes. Fair enough. We found a loophole. Fair enough, sabi niya. What's up, Neil? It's not created, it's channeled. Roosters already have innate aggression toward other males. Protecting flock or territory. Trainers don't invent this instinct, they select for it. Breeding from proven aggressive bloodlines and put birds in situations that trigger it. Basically, right? That makes sense to me. Na kapag aggressive yung bloodline, they breed for that kind of gene or that trait. Attack cues are instinctive, not taught. A rooster doesn't need to learn when to attack. Seeing another male in its space is the trigger. Training mostly shapes stamina, reflexes, and how they can use their spurs or beak, not the decision to fight itself. In cockfighting, don't they equip the animals with blades? Diba, chat? May blade or illegal yun? Is it really just clawing and spurs nga pala yan. Spur, sorry. May spur naman talaga, so there's a blade. Conditioning is athletic, not chemical. Traditional regimens involve exercise. Ooh, wow. Interesting. They're actually trained. So basically there is no sparring. Yes, there is no sparring. It's basically a defense kind of approach. We build the best tank that we can, and then hopefully it performs well when it gets triggered. A controlled diet of often higher protein, sometimes specific traditional feed mixes, and rest cycles. Basically treating the bird like an athlete, not doping it. I think in the Philippines we dope them. Isolation increases aggression. Keeping roosters separated from other males before a fight is common, since prolonged exposure to rivals can actually diminish the sharpness of aggression through habituation. Isolation keeps it primed. Eto, sparring. May sparring na nangyayari. What's up, Arflow? Controlled lower injury sparring matches against other roosters are used to build fighting technique and condition without killing the bird prematurely. This is the closest thing to training in the human athletic sense. Palipad yung tawag. Cool. Alright. If they lose to if roosters lose, do they become chicken tinola for eating? Man, I can't believe we're wasting a token on this. Whoa! Sometimes, yes. Though it depends a lot on context. A rooster that loses but survives is often not fit for future fights. Some owners do end up culling and eating them, tinola or otherwise. They refresh in 24 hours, right, Levi? Besides, we're at the deep end of the stream already, so I don't mind using the tokens. Losing birds. Cockfights frequently end with the loser dead or dying from the match itself. So there's often no after to think about. The bird doesn't survive to be cooked. Winners aren't automatically spared long time. So even winning roosters get retired eventually once age or injuries catch up. And at the point, they're just chickens again and can end up in the pot like any other retired layer or breeder. Sa Philippines daw, it's just meat. So walang sentimentality. Yung iba nililibing lang. Okay, fine. How many points, Claude? By the way, speaking of LeBron, chat, speaking of points, Claude AI. Tokens pala. How many tokens do I get? How many free tokens daily? Rolling 5-hour window that grants roughly 15 to 40 short messages per day. There you go. Wow, interesting chat. We learned another thing today. This is dumb, bro. Nagmamaneho, walang dalang spare key ng motor. Tigilan na yung drama na yan. What? Okay, light shit to end the stream with. SWG, are you here? We need your help. Is it normal na may ganyang nakasulat sa glasses? What? I think these are too big. SWG, are you here? What the heck? These are big writings on the glasses, bro. Ang plan ko, wala, free plan. On Claude, free plan. Ang paid ko is Gemini. HLA glasses. LG, I see what you did there. What is this, SWG? What is this madness? Bakit ganyan? Bakit ganyan? You carry this frame? So, ba't ang laki ng sulat? Is this something that you peel off like a sticker? It's comical. Placeholder. Placeholder lens lang yan. Papilitan pa yan ng graded lens. I think that's a display item. They should have replaced the lens with a different one. Display item. Pinapalitan kasi yan. Yeah. So they actually, tulad ng sabi ni SWG, yeah. It's branded, so it has to kind of show na, okay, this is, yeah. If you buy the frame only, we don't change the lens. Oh my God. I bought this in an optical shop and ganito yung binigay nila. Wow! That's crazy. 9K. Okay. Let's end with some kanal humor. Anti-rabies last month, anti-COVID naman ngayon. Iturok na lahat. Hold on. Do people still take COVID vaccines? Do people still take COVID vaccines? To an annual vaccination model? For real? Alam ko healthcare workers. There you go. Major health authorities and local health departments. Yeah, flu vaccine. What's this? Alam ko may it's very controversial, not controversial. I do get an annual flu vaccine, but each time I hear that flu vaccines are needed the most for the vulnerable populations, like kids and old people. If you're a healthy adult, probably don't need it. Not because it doesn't work, but because you'll probably be able to fend off the flu anyway. For flu, okay? Not talking about COVID. Yo! You could get banned for that. Sales pitch, orasyon.
Bili po kayo, lumpiang gulay siya ngay baboy po, papatibay ng karelasyon. Bili na po kayo, kahit dalawa lang po para makabigdala po kami. Ang gwapo-gwapo nyo nga po, kamukha nyo nga po si Ding.
Ay, bibili na ako. Magkano ba to? Ano ulit to?
Itong dantis, kahit di nyo po sila kamukha, gwapo pa rin po kayo. Kuya, ilaw ka ba kasi nakakasusupuhan nyo. Bili na po kayo, kahit dalawa lang po para makabigdala po kami.
Low-key, it's freaky. Right? Low-key nakakatakot. Like a chant. Gusto ko versus may gusto sa akin. Pre, kapangalan mo yung bagyo. Oo nga eh. I did not see that coming. Oh my God, favorite meme format. Pre naman. Pre naman, kailangan ko rin eh. Pa-order. Chat, ano ulit yung napag-agrihan natin? What's one way to reject people asking for money? Meron na tayong napag-agrihan eh, na it's straightforward but not disrespectful. Kailangan ko rin. Or may mga pagbabayaran din ako. There's one thing that we agreed upon na na correct way to do it, na hindi siya off and still sets boundaries. I forget the method. But we all saw it once. Pre-order na nga po ng giniling. Okay, these are just... Yo! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Chat! LeBron James! Oh my God! So, okay, so in case you missed it last night, chat, LeBron James, big move. Basically says that I will no longer be playing for the Lakers. Lakers, you can move on without me. And, you know, the internet went abuzz with it because LeBron James is still LeBron James. And he's still producing a lot of numbers. And now the rumors are going wild as to what team he's going to next. I am just happy that we finally have the answer right here. Finally, mapapanood ko na si LeBron James. This is exactly the kind of good news that we can end the stream with, chat. Okay? So, I do owe you our... Time went by so fast. Di ko man lang namalayan. I still owe you our July schedule. I will see you again tomorrow, chat. But we have LeBron in the PH. Accurate. Yeah. I didn't even realize, chat, that it's already been almost 3 hours plus. Sobrang bilis ng oras. We were just yapping the entire time. So, thank you for tonight. I will see you again tomorrow. Depending on what my plans are on Friday, we may have an afternoon stream or none at all. At this point, I can't tell yet. But plans might change. So I'll keep you updated there. But tomorrow, stream schedule. LeBron James. That's funny. But for now, this is where the stream ends. I just want to give a huge shout out to the chat 116 members. Let's work on this. Supporting the stream by becoming a member is really one of the best ways to support the stream. You already know I don't get much from YouTube AdSense. And so memberships that recur on a monthly basis or at least gifted memberships para matry ng iba yung pagiging member is super cool because it supports the stream in that way. Oh, cool. Speaking of cool, look at this. Look at this freebie I got from Alt F4. Alt F4 is currently finishing their stocks. Check it out, chat. It's a fidget cube or it's a fidget thingy in the form of a mechanical keyboard with a blue switch. And then when you tap on it, look what happens. It lights up. Diba? There you go. Can you hear it? It's such a cool freebie. A bracelet making stream? That might not be a bad idea. Thank you for that suggestion, Cookie. Well, Levy, I'll still leave that up to you. I'd appreciate the gifts, but as with any of our streams, chat, no pressure. If you're only okay with it. So pressure, but no pressure. But maybe a little pressure. Okay, that's all for now, chat. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening.